Okay, hi Gina, it's Brianna. Okay, so just to explain to you what we've got going on real quick here in case that's relevant. There goes an ambulance. I have my checks pad. I don't know if this would be helpful for future ideas. I have a glove stuffed through and then wrapped around a roll of toilet paper. That is my vaginal canal. It's tucked under here. We have a belly. We have a drape. I'm assuming that we're in the birth center that I work at because that's where I usually am. I do occasionally get some home birth experience, but most of our people choose to go to the birth center. So that's just what I'm gonna try and mimic for ease of fluidity of this role-playing video. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just horrible with this kind of thing, and I've been doing vaginal exams for the last 3 years. Not the vaginal exams. I'm horrible at the trying to remember everything, even though it's not really in front of me. So we're gonna do our best. Hi, how you doing? Okay, you look like you're starting to get a little uncomfortable. That's a good sign. So I'm gonna let you into the exam room. I'm gonna close the door, and you can feel free to take everything off from the waist down. And I'm gonna have you hop on the table. There's a drape here for you to use. And I'm gonna pop out for just a minute. I'm gonna grab some gloves and then we'll get started. I'll be right back. Okay. Knock, knock. Come in. Okay. You all ready for this? You feel like you're ready to know what's going on? Okay. So I'm just gonna get my gloves ready and I'm gonna talk you through what we're gonna be doing. Presuming we just did all the other assessments, because usually we have the person hop up on the table, start vitals, do like a run through if anything else has been happening, and then we do the exam last because people don't want to start with it, typically. It's kind of how I've been taught. Okay. So now all that's left is the exam. We also really only use sterile gloves. Yeah, why introduce bacteria? Anyways. Okay, my dear, are you ready? We're going to start with just some fingers on the outside, and then I am going to put 2 fingers, and they're going to start towards the back of your bottom, where everything is super stretchy and not as sensitive. And you're gonna feel a little bit of pressure. I'll let you know if we wind up having to use any more. We'll see how far back your cervix is. I'm gonna get a feel for how dilated your cervix is, how thick it is, if it's leaning towards the back of your tailbone, if it's moved forward. I'm gonna let you know what we've got going on in there. Okay, so you just let me know if you need to stop, and I can take my hands out so you can tell me to stop, or if you want to pause, you can say pause if things get super uncomfortable. Okay, I'm gonna have you scoot down towards the end of the table, and I want you to scoot down a little bit further so it feels like your bum is right about to hang off the edge. And I'm gonna have you put your feet together and drop your knees to the side like little pair of butterfly wings that are flapping. Okay, perfect. Nice and scooted for me. Okay, so remember, you're just gonna feel me here on the outside, and Gina, for you, you can let me know how you feel about this teaching, but my preceptor taught me to take the back of my hand and rest it or tap it gently, briefly on the outside of the person's legs so that they can kind of have a heads up as for what's coming. We've warmed up our sterile lube. Okay, so you're gonna feel me here just on the outside, briefly touch the leg, and now you're just gonna feel my fingers, and we're gonna start opening you up, and I'm just gonna go down. How you doing, mama? Assuming they are identifying as the mama. Okay, I'm gonna reach a little bit further. You might feel a little bit more pressure. You let me know if you need to pause or stop. Okay, here's the cervix. I'm just gonna press on the top of your uterus just a little bit. See if I can bring it down towards us any more. Okay. It's a little bit of a hard reach. I do have a little bit of short fingers, but I found it. And I'm going to say that you're about 50%, 2 centimeters, and not super stretchy. Your cervix is about midline. Okay, you doing all right? Good, okay. Just gonna see. I know you can feel me kind of like moving around the opening a little bit. I'm just trying to see if I can feel any of the sutures on the baby's head. I'm not getting anything. I know you haven't mentioned that your water broke. I don't feel anything, but then again, we don't have a huge opening here. Okay. All right, excellent job. Thank you, my dear. Now let's get you sat up and we can get you dressed. Let me help her up.